I'm going to do for you is about a message of peace, finding it within. It's called Sunrise.
I was here last Tuesday at 10 a.m. There's the ball game. There were homeless people. We took pictures. No one was enforcing the time. We were here all night.
We were here all night long.
Enforcing it selectively for us, not for everybody.
I wasn't here. I'm here now.
I was here last week.
You're arguing your point with the wrong person.
I was here last week.
I don't know what the decision will be tonight. I'll let you be here. You understand that if you decide to stay, you have to do. Listen, you have to do your job. And I want you to understand that. You're going to be your right to your job. And so if you acting as you think about you, we understand we're on the same side. We don't want you to think that we're doing it all expecting you to do. I've been first. And so we can say,
this is my child.
yeah.
Wherever he goes, it's all good.
You know, Martin Luther King, that's what we plan to do here. You know what? And you guys are doing that. Protest all day long. I don't care. That's what you guys. That's part of your constitutional right. Right. You know, I've dealt with Marine on on numbers of occasions. In other groups, I have no issues whatsoever when it comes to it. But also understand, sir, at the end of the day, it is still things that we are responsible for. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. And so that's why it's like, okay, certain things we can do, certain things we can't do. Like just walking in the middle of the street. Ain't no way in heck you guys were supposed to walk down Michigan and all that stuff. But we allowed that stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to work with you. We're not trying to work against anybody. But at a certain point, you got to say, okay, we're being very, very reasonable. And the expectation is that you guys be just as reasonable as we be. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you maintain a healthy working relationship. Sometimes you have to put the good order of things. So if you're working against the wrong way, if we decided to get arrested, I'm not mad at you at the point. That's what I was trying to say. But if I say you have to arrest me for citing, I won't say anything. That's what I was trying to say. But you get arrested. If there are things that you think is right for, you're still taking those resources, valuable resources. Tying up those valuable resources.
You need to look at the other way.
Your loved ones may be in some type of trouble. That's the point.
Because they pulled out an old regulation that said they can't.
Right.
And they're upper management being asked if they want to keep their job, they got to keep taking them down. They got to see their kids too. However, they would be illegal if they could look the other way.
What he's saying is,
the members of Occupy back to Grand Circus Park. I'd like to welcome the members of Occupy and supporters back to the heart of downtown Detroit. Haven't seen you here since the early part of winter, and thank God you went someplace so that you could live to continue this fight. Because it wasn't as cold as it could have been, but I'm glad that the fight against oppression, the fight against poverty, and the fight against exploitation and harassment continues. It's a good thing. For the next several hours, people will have a chance to talk and to eat and to share information about the reason Occupy exists.
There's a photo op.
Certainly, I bring you greetings as well from the folks in Occupy in Oakland, California, because they called and said to please tell our sisters and brothers.
And then show them the other side.
So across the nation, our members of welfare rights throughout the
in front of them, they want a picture.
Is involved with Occupy demonstrations.
The other side, Jake, of the sign.
Now there are some particular problems we have in the city of Detroit. As we put together a list, and some of these officers that you all are exchanging points of view with, these are some of our best friends. At the end of the day, at the end of the night, these are some wonderful brothers. So, we've been there and done some of this stuff already. So we've tried to lay the groundwork to make this the transition so that you don't have to fool around with homeless issues, We don't want you fooling around and wasting your time arguing with the police. What we want is to get after that 1%.
All right.
Now we want you to go focus on the big dogs and figure out how we gonna handle this. Now there's some housing issues that's almost already there. Okay, come on.
There's some buses shuttling back starting in about 1 minute over the to get back to Clark Park. So if anyone wants to start now, and then they'll be coming back. They're gonna go in circles and come back, but they're starting right now.
Oh, I wish I'd have known that.
Okay, you heard that. If you need a bus back to Clark Park, they're gathering over
If we'd
here.
have known that, we'd have come to Clark
But I
Park
want to
this
say
morning.
this again. After this event, and don't know how this event is going to end up because we're not in the leadership, we're in the support position for Occupy. But at the end of the day, we got a long-term battle. The CEO at
Yeah, I want a
Apple,
water too, please.
the CEO at Apple Industries earns $7,200 every 10 minutes.
Jesus.
$7,200 every 10 minutes. A welfare recipient and one child does not get $7,200 in a year.
That's right.
See, that's what this fight is about. So we're going to have to find Mr. Apple CEO, Mr. Grapefruit CEO, Miss Banana CEO, Miss Papaya and Mango and the rest of them. And we're going to have to line them up and we're going to have to shake them a little bit. You either gonna do what we want or you're not. At the end of the day, sisters and brothers, never forget the message. The needs of the many have to outweigh the needs of the few. We learned that already when Mr. Spock was trying to talk to Kirk about that. That was the message. The needs of the many have to outweigh the needs of the few. So there are a lot of people in this park today. There gonna be a lot of folks that we gonna do some occupied things all over the place. At the end of the day, if you get picked up and you go to jail,
This is me and he who gives me strength. That is working together. Next year, June 23rd of 2013 will be the 50th anniversary that took place. So what we have to do is we have to unite. This is not a day for Republicans or Democrats or gays or straights or anybody. It's a day about peace and love and justice and humanity. So what you have to do is you have to come to Woodward and march with us. If you're down with it, make some noise. But I just want to let you know, being here and hearing my voice and you making noise, when I tell you to make noise, is not enough. Amen? Amen?
Amen.
So what I have to do is we got to do some follow-up. And folks are behind me. I just got today that we are going to receive publicity. That means video commercials and flyers for free. There's people who are spending time and money with us because they believe in what we are doing. So I need you all to take this information. It's real simple. It's a Gmail account. So if you're down with the march, this is what you do. You send your information to MTF. Repeat it. MTF.
MTF.
DET.
DET.
13.
13.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
One more time. MTF.
MTF.
DET.
DET.
And the goal is to get 125,000 people or more to march with us. Can we get it done? I hope so. Because if not, I feel for us, brothers and sisters. So come out with us on that day. Again, my name is Ariel bin Avrahim. If you see me, holla at me and I'll get all the information you need. God bless you. Peace and love.
Woo!
Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Cecily McClellan. I'm with We the People of Detroit, but also I'm a member of the Association of Professional Technical Employees of the City of Detroit. And what has just happened in the City of Detroit, the same skin in the game. Also, we have DTE, who is over the public lighting department. Now, if we didn't have enough problems with DTE maintaining our heating system, now the public lighting is also under DTE. Now we have the Department of Human Service, which provides services to the most vulnerable citizens in the city of Detroit. That means if you have a foreclosure, you could come to the City of Detroit Department of Human Services. If you were getting evicted, you could come to the City of Detroit Department of Human Services. If you needed food, you could come to the City of Detroit Department of Human Services. That department is being shut down and is being outsourced to Wayne Metro, which is out of Wyandotte. Now, I don't have a problem with Wyandotte. Wyandotte got great people. But it makes no sense to shut down a department that's been in the city for almost 50 years, since 1964, and outsource it to some people in Wyandotte. Now, Detroit is the #2 employer in the city of Detroit. You have DPS and the city, 1 or 2. Those are the top 2 employers. Both of those entities are laying off people. All the teachers receive layoff notice, and most of the workers for the city are on the verge of receiving those same layoff notices.